today we're going to be doing 3 different kinds of salads. And we're going to do one with protein, and we're going to be doing one with, it's called a caprese salad. It's going to be cherry tomatoes and mozzarella balls. We're going to do another salad with cucumbers, tomatoes, and a red onion. So let's dig in. So we'll put this on 400 and we'll preheat it. Push start. Yeah. So while that is preheating, I'm going to make some vinaigrette. And so that is 1 part oil. No, 1 part vinegar. So 1 part would probably be 1/3 of a cup of vinegar. And then we've got two parts of oil. Another 1-3. Should be good. And a little garlic. Pureed garlic in a quart container. And about a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And I would also add some herbs. So we can add rosemary, and we can add some thyme. Thyme, you just take off the flowers off the stem, like I am doing here. You don't want that 40 stem in it, because it gets tough. You want that toughness in your dressing. And that is ready to go. So then I'm going to put my chicken in. And I marinated my chicken overnight here at Champlain Services. So I put my chicken in. And I would cook that for a good 25 to 30 minutes. We'll look at it, we'll turn it over. And thing about air fryers, it pretty much walks you through when to turn things over and that kind of thing. So they're pretty well explained. Well, that's probably enough herbs. So then I'm going to cut them up real finely. take that. Your herbs and throw it in your marinade while you're dressing. And you whisk. And don't forget to add a little bit of salt and pepper to that.
Did Rachel just?
And whisk that away. And you have a easy vinaigrette. We'll go into things sometime about vinaigrettes, what you can put in vinaigrettes. You can put maple syrup. You can put sometimes people use fruit like a raspberry, maple syrup. Yeah, so then we will go and start a salad. And got this here. And so this is an easy cucumber and tomato salad. And I'm going to leave some green on it because there's good nutrients in the green. And I'm taking a peeler and just going around the English cucumber. You see green on the cucumber, white. And then cut your cucumber. And then I take a tomato, and I cut the tomato. And I put a good long cucumber, and I put a little red onion in it. Cut the onion. Some red onion in there. And then I will put some of my dressing in there. Mix it up. And there is one salad. Next salad, we will do a caprese salad. Caprese salad. This salad is tomatoes and mozzarella cheese. Put that there for a moment. So I will cut my tomatoes in half. I like using the tri-colored cherry tomatoes because it gives you a good color. You don't necessarily have to do that, but especially making the caprese salad, you want color. And then I'm going to add my mozzarella cheese. Get them out of the package is an ordeal. More. Mix them up. Clean that. And then I put a little bit of balsamic vinegar on that. And then you can put a little bit of basil on it to pretty it up. And that is your surprise salad. Back to the chicken. There. Look at my chicken. See how it's doing. And we are going to turn the chicken over. It's doing very good. Then I made, for this salad, I need another plate. Thank you, ma'am. So that salad will be for our protein salad. This salad, I'm going to use fresh garden greens. With some tomato. And some cucumber. See how I'm cutting at an angle? It really gives your cucumber good transition when you're cutting at an angle. And then decorating your salad up. And then we will check the chicken, which I think it's done. Now chicken, when you cook chicken, you want to make sure that it's cooked through and that there's no pink. And that looks really good. So we'll just cut it. And place your chicken on top of the greens. And we will use some croutons. And we will put some vinaigrette on it that we made earlier. And we'll call that one a day. so you have the salad with the protein, you have a cucumber and tomato salad with red onion, you've got the Sabree salad with a little bit of basil on it. And I made, to go with that, I made focaccia, which we don't want to use my dirty board. This board. And focaccia was, it's really easy. It's really a nice Italian bread. And I got offline the recipe. This is a really basic bread recipe. It's 1.5 cups of warm water between 105 and 115 Fahrenheit. I used, it calls for 1 teaspoon honey, but I didn't have honey, and sometimes you have to compromise what you got when you got ingredients at home, so I use a little bit of sugar. Your yeast. It's very important when you make bread that your water is at a certain temp, because if it's dead, I mean, if it's too hot, it will kill your yeast. So it's got to be warm enough that you can put your finger in it, or your fingers in it, and if it's too hot to put your fingers in it, it will kill your yeast. It's got to be just right. So then your yeast, and then 3 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and olive oil, about 1/4 cup of olive oil. So then you take the olive oil, you take the yeast and the water, you take a little bit of sugar, you put it in your mixing bowl that you're going to mix in. And when you see that yeast start foaming up, you've got a good yeast. Then you're going to put in 3 3/4 cups of flour. And then you're going to mix all those ingredients up with a wooden spoon, as much as you can with a wooden spoon. Then you're going to get your hands in there and kind of knead that dough. And then when you've formed it into a ball, you're going to put it in a bowl with a rag and put it in your oven with just the oven light on. Very important, just the oven light. Start rising that bread for an hour. Take it out of the oven after you've done it for an hour. Put it in your baking pan, and then poke holes in it, like your fingers, because that's where your tomatoes, your herbs are going to be in there. And then you're going to put that back in the oven. Rise that for another hour, take it out, and then you're going to put your cherry tomatoes on it. You're going to put your yellow peppers on it, whatever you're going to flavor that bread up. And then you're going to put a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and then you're going to put that oven on at 450. Let it preheat, and then cook your bread for 23 to 24 minutes, and then you've got a good focaccia. So I'm going to serve a little bit of focaccia with all these fine salads. Focaccia can have just about anything on it for herbs. People put rosemary. I put rosemary on this one. They can put basil. Fresh basil is really good on this bread. Olive oil. And it's good with wonderful salads like this. And I think that's it. Thank you and for coming on to the show today, and I hope I've taught you how to make wonderful salads and a good focaccia bread.